in the last few years in Southeast Michigan. You can see it summarized right here. John Dingell, 55 years, and John Conyers, 45 years. Policies make a difference. Excess spending doesn't do it. You know, we need to have people who are going to go ahead and give the grandkids a chance, have some people who are going to pass laws that Congress will follow, and maybe try reading the bill once in a while. Keep the bill shorter so that they're focused and people know what's in them. And decrease the amount of money sloshed around in Washington, D.C. to get rid of all the special interests and the lobbyists. I mean, these bills are 2,800 pages for a simple reason, and that's because each special interest and lobbyist gets their own line in these bills. And so what we need to do is have just a few lines for the citizens and the people who are paying for it, and do that. I mean, people want accountability. You know, when you have a job, you're accountable to your boss. If you own a business, you're accountable to your customers. If you, you know, a doctor, you're accountable to your patients. And everybody has accountability these days, it seems like, except for those in Washington, D.C., where the representatives tell you flat out, I'm not your representative, I'm going to do what I want. You know, they say, even though I'm a legislator, I'm not going to read the bill first. I'm just going to go ahead and vote and do what I want to do. So it's time to stop that sort of thing. You know, the cake was great. We'll go ahead and help you know, the congressman, you know, enjoy his family and take some time off and thank him for his service. And let him go ahead and retire, and we'll go ahead with the help of everybody and do that in this November. We've heard from Monroe County, 63 out of 64 precincts in. We've got 56% down there with precincts where we have more votes than the congressman does, actually. So that's what we're going to have to build on. And I just got to encourage all the volunteers. It's just fantastic what everybody's done. I just got off the phone with a reporter from the Monroe Evening News, and what I told him, I said, is we have a room full of volunteers that are just like me, people who haven't been involved in politics. They're motivated. They see the future for their kids and their grandkids being put at risk. And they've gotten up out of their chairs and out of the living rooms and out of their couches and said, we're going to turn the TV off. We're going to go ahead and secure the future for the next couple generations. And that's what we need, you know, the citizens to get up and take their country back, obviously take Congress back. You know, it's the way the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, it's with the consent of the governed. And I think the governed have found out that their consent was lacking, and now they're ready to go ahead and give it. So I want to thank all the volunteers again, and appreciate everything you've done, and we've just got to keep it going. My wife Phyllis, who's in the back here, and hey, that's not that family friendly here. And I've said many times the reason I'm running for Congress is to give the same opportunity to the kids and the grandkids that the greatest generation gave me. Phyllis's dad served in Patton's army, marched through Europe. Yes. In the Army in Europe in World War I. He served in the Navy in World War II, and my dad was on a cruiser in the North Atlantic in World War II. And, you know, what I do in the office, getting a chance to talk to these people, is the best thing I get to do. I mean, it's the highlight of my day every time I get to see some of these vets, and so that's why I'm doing it. And, you know, of course, with her incredible support, and as you know, she's all a psychiatrist, and that works to my benefit. And I had at least one child here earlier, but she's going to college next year, so she's not here anymore with adults, right? So thanks again for everything that you guys have done. You know, we've had some other great folks in the race here. You know, Jack, on the ballot is John Lynch. Last year ran against Congressman Dingell. We thank him for that. He's done a great job this time. And Tony and Majid, you know, we've all gone along together great. You know, there's been no sniping back and forth. We haven't, you know, we've all put our focus right where it needs to be, which is bringing change to this district and giving it back to the people. You know, you heard in Scott Brown's election in Massachusetts this whole idea that it wasn't the Kennedy seat, it was the people seat, it was for the people of Massachusetts. And this certainly, you know, the Dingells made the Kennedys look like adolescents, and this certainly isn't the Dingell seat. It is definitely the people seat. And this time it will be with the consent of the governed, and we look forward to having everybody come visit in Washington. It's going to be awesome.